up to our state convention. Today we're going to be nominating candidates and perhaps even more importantly to the party, we do not really have a functioning secretary or treasurer right now in the party, and anyone who is willing to do that job, please talk to one of us. I think the agenda says election today, but I really am looking more for somebody who will volunteer to chat with us a few minutes and tell us for sure that they're willing to do the job. We really could use the help. So we will be, your entourage is here, Chelsea.
No, I brought the reading.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so the first item of business, and I will say a few things later because I'm probably even running for office, but the first item of business is that I have asked Rob here to my left to be the convention chairman, to stand up here. He kind of enjoys this sort of stuff, so I'm going to let him run the meeting, and he's very efficient and businesslike, and he wouldn't even wear a hat. And then
I have a hat.
borrow my hat.
Oh, you took the hat off his head, pretty.
So we're going to start, I think, well, Rob will go through all of that, but I think we're going to start working on candidates. And if you are a candidate, we will hope to hear from you, or in some cases, a spokesperson, for a couple of minutes, explain who you are and why you're here and why you're a Libertarian candidate and so on. And then we'll be talking about party business and so on. And please note over on the table here, we're signing up new members. I just signed 2 today. And we're passing out a bunch of literature and some CDs, and we're taking contributions, and we got fun stuff. Let me start out before I turn this over to Rob. We have a bylaw in the party that says that people should pay their dues or sign a pledge of support for the party a month in advance in order to fully participate in our meeting. We have had 8 or 10 or 12 people in the last week or 10 days sign up as members, some of whom are long-time former members. So I would love to entertain a motion that we waive the 30-day requirement and let people who are in fact members as of today fully participate. Does anybody want to suggest that? No?
So moved.
Okay.
I suggested.
Okay. Is there discussion or anything on that? There isn't. All in favor, would you show by raising your hand? Okay. Anyone opposed? Great. You're all invited. If you're a member right now, wonderful. If you want to be a member in 3 or 4 minutes, Jake back there or somebody will sign you right up. Thanks.
Okay, and I'm going to do this sitting just so I have this in front of me for at least a little bit. And Andy, you were supposed to quite get this. So we need to approve an agenda, and were copies of the agenda?
I made some. I didn't make enough for everybody.
Let's split those around. I'll just kind of give you a rundown of how I see the agenda that should be grabbed and distributed. So we got to approve the agenda. We got to approve the rules. Normally, we just operate by Robert's Rules of Order, but again, we're pretty informal. Then we do appointment of convention chairman. But I guess we need a formal motion for that. So I'll entertain a motion to approve me as convention chairman, which just means I administer the meeting.
Move to approve.
Okay, I hear that. Is there a second? I hear a second. Just all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, any opposed? Not even a no. Okay. All right. I'll say that passes. Okay. Okay, so and then And you can see that, and while we're just kind of approving preliminary stuff, I'll give you some time to look at the agenda, the proposed agenda there. Do we have a motion just to approve Robert's rules? I didn't even actually bring my 10th edition with me, so. Robert's Rules of Order, just as.
In general or yours?
I'm all here. Are you referring to yourself?
No, I'm not for Robert's Rules. No.
How would you know?
That's going to be the tough part, because I don't know if we need to appoint a parliamentarian or anything, but.
Move to approve Robert's rules.
Okay, so there's a motion to approve Robert's Rules as the convention rules. A second to that. Any discussion to that motion? Okay. I see no discussion, so is there any objection? There we go. That's a quick way. So without objection, we'll adopt that. Okay, and then so the agendas are making their way around. Some of you see that after we finish this preliminary business, we're going to do nomination of candidates. I know some people had to leave early, so maybe if you're one of those people, maybe make yourself known to me so we can let you go. But hopefully, it won't take you long. We're going to start with the federal candidates first. Give each candidate 3 minutes. By the way, these are arbitrary, so we're pretty loose with this. So if you think you need longer, great. But in all honesty, we probably don't want to get bored by a long speech, so I kept these relatively short. And there's a couple of us. So state legislative candidates, 2 minutes per candidate. County candidates, 2 minutes per candidate, and then state executive candidates, 5 minutes per candidate. We do only have 1. Then we were going to go to officer reports. Then we were going to go to nomination and election of officers. Then nomination and election of national convention delegates. We have 9 spots plus alternates, so this is for the upcoming national convention in St. Louis. And that's the proposed agenda. So we've already taken a little bit of it out of order, but no one objects. We're pretty informal here. Does anyone have any questions or is okay with that agenda? Okay, so then I'll take a motion to approve the agenda. Anyone want to make that? I recognize Sean. So there's a motion to approve the agenda that's been distributed, and it's been seconded. Is there any? Oh, okay. Any objection to approving the agenda? Okay, so without objection, the agenda is adopted. Okay, so we're moving right along. And if people have questions along the way, so you could raise your hand and grab my attention. There's the whole point of personal privilege or parliamentary inquiry or whatever. But yeah. So
Are you forming a party? Is that what the full means?
This is, for those of you who don't know, so this is the Libertarian, it's actually both a nominating and an organizing convention. So under our bylaws, we meet once a year. Usually in non-election years, we have our organizing convention, and then in election years, we have our nominating convention. So this is where we come and we nominate candidates for elected office. Since we have some vacancies in our party leadership, our executive committee, we're also going to hopefully elect some officers, but we can also appoint officers too. People can just express their interest and they don't have to stand for election here.
And this is a local thing. It's not like you're going to leave tomorrow and then there's no activity going on or something.
So the question is, are we kind of a fly-by-night organization?
Yeah,
The Libertarian Party of Utah, I don't know when we started, but we've been around for quite a while. I think the party itself nationally started in 1971, and the Utah Party probably started shortly thereafter. So we've had ballot access, not continuously, but ever since that time. When we've lost ballot access, we've petitioned to get ballot access. So I think we've had candidates in every election since the party was formed here in Utah. And I don't see us going away as a party anytime soon. There are probably years when we're bigger or have more candidates and less candidates. But so yeah, we're already one of 4 recognized political parties in the state of Utah. So you have the Republicans and Democrats, and the Constitution Party, and the Libertarian Party. Okay. So all right. So hopefully that helps for you. I recognize some new faces, so maybe not everybody has been to these in the past. So that's what we're here to do.